So I was dating someone a while back, and it was kind of far along in the relationship, and so you start to really get to know the person. So you're talking about fears, your passions, and your goals and whatnot. And we got into the subject of vulnerability, and she was wondering, well, what were some of my vulnerabilities? Like, what was I vulnerable about? And it got me to thinking, and I couldn't come up with anything. And unfortunately, I think this made her far less willing to share what she was actually vulnerable about. And so after this conversation, it really got me to thinking, well, like, why don't I have any vulnerabilities? Like, what truly is vulnerability, and where does this come from? And after, mulling it over for a while, I came to realize that it's nothing more than an anxiety of acceptance or understanding of things about oneself. Maybe it's a habit, maybe it's something in your past or a belief that we're not really sure how people will react when we share these things. And oftentimes it's things that we're not necessarily okay with within ourselves. However, we can't deny the fact that they are a part of who we are. And so as social creatures, many people, the way they feel about themselves is often dependent on how they are perceived or accepted by others. However, for me, because so much of my life, so much of my progression has been concentrated on accepting and understanding myself, that even a lot of the weird shit that I might do or say or believe, I've never really put any importance on how other people might perceive or think of me. And so going back to the conversation with my ex, I think that's why I don't really have anything that I'm vulnerable about, is because I'm okay with who I am. And so in another situation a few years ago, I was having a conversation with someone about sexuality. And they revealed to me that they had made certain decisions and actions regarding their sexuality that they weren't necessarily proud of, but these things did help them to develop and to become the person that they wanted to be. But they were having difficulty with their new partners being okay with some of the things that they had done in their past. And all that I could tell them was that if you cannot accept and in some cases forgive yourself for the things in your past or the things that have made you who you are, no one else can. So when we notice that we have vulnerabilities or things that are difficult to share with others, the goal should not be to try and find someone who will accept us and be okay with these things, to validate ourselves. The goal should be to accept and understand these things within oneself and to be confident in the person you have become. Because at the end of the day, one's self-esteem and self-worth is not the responsibility of someone else. And to borrow the words of a good friend of mine, man, that's an inside job. Hey, so if you like what you saw, let me know. If you really like what you saw, go ahead and subscribe so you can see more. Now, if you didn't like what you saw, let me know that too. And if you have any pointers on how I can do better, I'd be more than happy to hear. Also, if you have any ideas or suggestions of different topics you would like me to talk about, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. And as I said, one of my goals is to start, or in some cases continue, a conversation regarding a lot of the things that I discuss on my channel. Let's do that. Let's do that.